Florida State might be getting some massive uniform news for this upcoming 2024 season. You are either going to love this or hate this. You're not going to be indifferent at all. This is something that we'll talk about here in just a moment. But before we get started, do me a favor. What is your favorite FSU football uniform combination? Hit the comments right now and let me know. Are you a traditionalist? Do you like the garnet, gold pants, garnet, or gold hats? Do you like the all white? Are you a big fan of a mismatch combo, all garnet? What are your thoughts? Let's talk about it down in the comments. Some rumors are spreading and some folks are saying that Florida State is going to wear an N7 uniform. That's the teal or turquoise color that you see the hoops team wear at times. You've seen other sports wear at times as well. Now, I've got some pretty strong opinions on this. Richie had some pretty strong opinions on this. Again, love it or hate it, you're certainly going to have an opinion on it. So listen to Richie and I's conversation on the N7 uniforms now. Richie, this is kind of controversial, and a lot of people have a lot of thoughts on this. But what are your thoughts on these teal N7 uniforms for football? For those that don't know, they're the ones that basketball wears some. We've seen some soccer. I think just the goalies have worn them. I don't know if we've done an entire game with the entire team in them. Florida State, for the Duke game last year, wore them as wore a lot of the armbands and mouth guards and different things that were teal. But we've seen some teams wear this, Richie. Football would be a completely different story. What are your thoughts on these uniforms here?
I'm a fan. I love them. And I just looking at them, I think it was Stephen Ponder with the Seminole Boosters who, posted the picture where it kind of went viral in Florida State Twitter Nation or X Nation, whatever we want to call it. But I'm a huge fan of these things. I think they should be worn once a year, every single year. And it should be worn for a game that, maybe it's homecoming. I don't know, whatever it is, but pay tribute to the Seminole tribe of Florida. I absolutely love the photos we saw of the uniforms that were leaked on X. And I will, my favorite quarter zip, shout out Battle's End. I'm wearing the Battle's End one right now, but my favorite quarter zip is from the Seminole Legacy Golf Course, which is the N7 teal blue. And man, I just think that would be an electric uniform. You're not going to wear them against Florida or Miami or Clemson or Notre Dame or any of the, the big ones. But if you have Cal coming to town or SMU coming to town now and again, the ACC, who knows, this might be the last season in there, but I'm a huge fan of them, TJ. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I want to preface this by saying I like all of I am not like a get off my lawn. I think you probably know where I'm going here with this then. I am not a get off my lawn person when it comes to uniforms. Like some people absolutely hate the white helmets. Like anything that goes away from the gold helmet, they absolutely hate. Some people hate the black helmets. They hate the mix match, black tops, garnet pants. Like I don't mind any of that stuff. Now, I do think there's some weird combos. Like I think that excuse me. I think that the garnet tops and black, I think some of it's like, okay, well, it just, go like all black or all garnet or all white, like that. But I mean, I'm not like freaking out about any of it. Garnet pants, white tops, garnet hats, I'm good with that. White garnet, I'm good with that. Because they're all within the color wheel, right? Like they're all within the color scheme. Like I hate orange and blue, but no UF uniform offends me more than the other one because blue, orange, blue, white, orange, all that's fine. Keep it with it. But when they did that reptile one a few years ago, remember that? That's not a UF color. So to me, it's just weird. Now I actually liked the all black ones that they wore this year for Military Appreciation Day or whatever that was. I think they lost to Arkansas that game. So shout out to KJ Jefferson. I'll get right back to it, but first I want to give some love to my buddy John over at Got Spears. Now, Got Spears has a great deal that's going on for just a couple more days through the end of the month. You can use the code TAKE50, that's TAKE50, to get $50 off so many items over on his website. You want the 6-foot spear, you want some of those big gator heads with the tomahawk in them, Go check those out. They are phenomenal products, really, really well made. I've got one right here in my office in the studio here. We always have it out at the tailgate. There it is at UF on the screen. We've got several FSU athletes who have these as well, both current and former. Make sure that you get your spears from gotspears.com. Got something exciting coming around March 1st that we'll tell you about when we get there, but don't miss what we've got going right now. Take 50 for $50 off most items over there at gotspears.com. I hate the teal. I absolutely, for like a full uniform. I don't mind it as wristbands. I don't mind it as like sleeves. I don't mind it as socks. I don't mind it as a mouth guard. I don't care if you want to do your eye black with the teal. I don't like it at all.
I love it.
I love it. I am get off my lawn 1,000,000% for those. Like I cannot stand them. And it's just not FSU at all. And I've seen people say like, "Oh, well, you're paying tribute to the tribe." We pay tribute to the tribe like in literally everything we do. So like I'm not necessarily buying that. Like I get it. I get the idea. You could pay tribute to the tribe with I don't like it for a full uniform. I just don't. I don't know. There's something so like Florida State forever had the best uniforms and the best helmet in the game, right? And they always have. And so when you change that up, like when you go away from that true garnet and gold and that teal, I understand the idea behind it. I understand it's paying tribute. But that teal is so loud and it's so obnoxious. I am just not a fan. And listen, if they do it, I'm still going to cheer for the team just as loud. Like I'm not going to go keep this, one true garnet all over my Facebook and riot and pull my booster donations or anything like that. Like some of you psychos do with Keep This Chief. But I'm not a fan personally.
TJ is going to be the first one to buy Bryant the youth teal jersey, the N7 Florida State football jersey, and I absolutely love it. And I do wonder, I don't know if I'd like the all blue, but I think that N7 blue, that teal on top of some gold pants, I think that would be really, really cool to see coming out in Doak Campbell Stadium. I do think if you are going to do the N7, the teal blue Florida State jerseys, you got to do them at home. That's not something you can do on the road game. Like, we all love the Yazoo Whites at Louisville, but this one, if you're going to do it, I'm a fan. TJ is not, but TJ, if you do it, you have to do this one at home, right?
I don't know. I don't know that I have a big preference one way or the other, home or away. I think anything you do I don't know. I see pros and cons for everything. And because I don't like the uniform, like I'd rather not. I would have liked those. Now I happened to be at Louisville for those all whites in 2022. Right. And so I got to see those live. I would have been annoyed if I didn't go to that game though. I'd have been like, man, I'd rather see those in person. That's a game I want to see those uniforms. Because I don't like these, I'd rather them just do it on a game I'm not watching. Now, that said, I'm going to be, watching it one way or the other. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't have a strong preference. I mean, I'd be okay if they even just, I don't know how this would look, but if you just did your regular garnet and gold uniforms and then did your like the numbers in like a teal outline or something. Just like a little accent, right? I don't know. I just think it's so loud. I know I'm get off my lawn right now. But I'm not a big fan. Hit the comments right. What do you guys think? If you're watching this on the live or most people are going to be watching this on the replay. If you're watching this on the replay, what are your thoughts? Are you with me or Richie on this? Do you like the teal? Do you not like the teal? There's going to be a direct correlation with over 40 are all going to be no's and under 30 are all going to be yeses. And then like 30 to 40 is like going to be a split, right? Depending on just your thoughts. But there will be a direct correlation with your age and whether you're not like these or not. Harlan says he likes them. So that just kind of proves, under 30.
So me and Harlan we're team N7. I love it. And on that note, TJ, just talking about uniform colors, I was talking to my wife today and, we're excited about Ireland. We're going to the game. When I was in school, when I was in school, the baseball team played on St. Patrick's Day, and they sold a limited edition white cap, green bill, green Florida State logo hat for St. Patrick's Day. And I'm like, damn, I wish I had bought that because that would be the perfect hat to wear to Ireland for this game.
So I think garnet and gold, I don't know if they have them live right now, but I've definitely seen like the Irish stuff on their website. Maybe that's a good time to give them a plug, but
Yeah.
garnetandgold.com. Use code NOSLAW, NOSLAW. Yeah, so they've got a green shirt right now that I'm looking at. I don't see a hat just off the top, but maybe we can get them to add that
We'll get with Tara. We need to make that happen.
before we go. But yeah, I've got a green shirt right here with a 4-leaf clover on it, as opposed as is the O for Noles. So there's some good stuff over there. If you need your Ireland gear or just any FSU gear, make sure you're shopping at garnetandgold.com. Use code NOSLAW, NOSLAW, for 15% off. Yeah, I like the green stuff too. I at one time had a green and white like FSU shirt. I actually had it custom made, but it had the Seminole head on the front in white, all white, and then it was a green Nike pullover, and then it had a I call it 4-leaf clover or something on the sleeve. So I'm a big fan of that. But yeah, turquoise. I'm not in it.
I'm a fan.
If they do it for
Team Richie Harlan.
Do it for the Memphis game. Just do it for the Memphis game then. Like, do it for an off game, like a crappy game.
Well, that's what I said. Don't do it for Florida, Miami.
I'd be livid.
Do it for a random game, and I'm good with it. But
Yeah.
I'm a fan. I really liked it, and it'd be weird, to be honest, at first. But I think it would look amazing.
Okay, what about this? White helmet, turquoise jersey, white pants.
I don't like that.
Really? I think it's weird to put the garnet and gold. That's, to me, maybe that's the biggest hang up, is I don't like the garnet or gold with it necessarily.
I love what Harlan just sent in the group chat.
Black?
No, I love what Harlan just sent in the group chat with the the gold lids, the turquoise jersey, and the garnet pants, and the garnet sleeve and gloves.
Oh my gosh,
I love that.
That's a nightmare.
I think that looks amazing. We disagree here, obviously, but I think that looks amazing.
That's a nightmare. All right. That's our uniform talk for the year. So, yeah, I'll just cry the whole week.
We don't talk uniforms ever on the show, but, oh, man, I'm all hot and bothered now. That looks good.
Yikes.